On this week's Silver Screen Report, we're taking you to interim pickup night, the junior class ring meeting, the senior sunrise gathering, and last week's pep rally.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, October 5th, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
Last Thursday, parents excitedly filled the school as teachers waited outside their classroom to meet and talk about students' grades. Here's Luke Womble with more.
Interim pickup night serves as a time for parents and teachers to have face-to-face discussions about grades and curriculum.
Pickup night is important because, in my opinion, you really need to be face-to-face with the teacher. You really need to be able to have the grades in hand, be able to talk about your concern, the teacher's concern, and just stay in the loop.
It's important because students can come out, they can see their grades, they can talk to their teachers about whatever they need to talk to, whether it's they're failing a class or they're wanting to congratulate their teacher on saying that thank you for teaching me.
It's always important to meet the parents of students, especially in the fall when they're new to us.
Teachers, parents, and students agree that interim pickup night is too fast-paced, but it can be helpful to receive progress reports.
Honestly, I think it's not really beneficial because we have Power School now, so picking up our grades isn't really a big deal because we can check it anytime we want. But I guess it's good for the parents and teachers to connect.
If a student can come out and they can talk to their teacher about a bad grade, then that might help them actually bring that grade back up to where it should be.
There's some benefit that the parents get to seeing this classrooms, but honestly I think it's so fast that they don't really get to see that too much.
Parents and teachers agree that Power School is an effective tool for parents and students that allows them to track progress.
Power School is the best gift that I could have ever been given as a parent. It keeps me connected and gives my student the opportunity to talk to me because they know that I'm watching.
I check Power School pretty often. I check it at least once a week, or if I know that there's some grade that's going in that I should bring my grade up, I'll check Power School to make sure it goes in right.
This has been Luke Womble with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their goals for the rest of the first quarter.
My plans for the rest of my first quarter is just applying for as many sports as I can and really focusing on that.
I'm gonna try and get my grades up because they're not the best right now and keep them up.
Try and do as much as I can of my work, but not so much that I get too stressed out.
Make sure to keep my grades up, and whenever that's situated, probably just relax and let everything calm down.
The first pep rally of the year happened last Friday. Tremaine Wood has the scoop.
Students gave positive feedback on the first pep rally of the year.
Preparation was good. We, Stuco and myself, we just go through some stuff. We kind of run through it the day before. You get chills beforehand. It gets kind of nerve-wracking. You got all those people looking at you.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I liked the new games that we played and the thing where we made each class sing. That was pretty fun.
Every time the pep rally keeps getting better and better, especially when Price breaks a Silver Spirit stick.
Students say they enjoyed the pep rally but wish for more activities.
Better songs and better dancing and let the students interact more.
Yeah, I liked it. It was really good. To be honest, it was, like I said, it was just another pep rally.
Students said this pep rally was the best one yet.
We just had one of the best pep rallies I think we've probably ever had. Everybody was just so live and intense, and it was awesome. And that just makes you want to do better and make them even more louder. And
the pep rally was good. It was better than all the other ones. We ended up clapping shaping anyways.
It was a high school experience. My first year of high school, so it was decent, fun, and have a great time.
This has been Tremaine Wood with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is ecstatic, an adjective meaning intensely and overpoweringly happy.
Every year, juniors have an opportunity to order their class rings, and that tradition continues on Tuesday. Ryan Brabham was there to give us an in-depth look at the process.
Class rings give people the reminder of where they come from, no matter the grade level. Well, today was the opportunity for us to meet with all the juniors and to discuss the traditions we have here at Dutch Fork and across the country about rings, because it's a privilege that's actually earned. It's not something where underclassmen can participate in. So it's just for juniors or above.
My college ring. Because I paid a lot of money for it, and you know, it does hold sentimental value. So I don't wear it just because it doesn't work for my job and for shaking hands and stuff like that.
Jostens is a company whose mission is to help individuals remember their accomplishments.
Jostens as a company, we help students, adults, professionals, athletes to commemorate some of the biggest events in their lives. Here at Dutch Fork, we help students with getting their high school ring, and celebrating these times here.
When people look back on their high school years, they usually remember the important parts, and the rings give them something to look back on fondly.
I love this being a small part of all of these big occasions. You don't often remember the homework, the hard test, and the hard classes. You just really remember some of the big events that you do together with your friends.
It's got sentimental value. I don't wear it often or anything like that, but I enjoy looking at it whenever I'm cleaning up my desk.
Phelps has some wise words for upperclassmen.
I just want to encourage everyone to get involved, and what I mean by that is when you start becoming an upperclassman, you go from being a passenger to a driver, and you're helping shape this community here at Dutch Fork, and you're going to get out of it what you put into it.
This has been Ryan Brabham with your Silver Screen Report.
As their final school year dawns, seniors gathered at the stadium early last Friday morning to watch the sunrise together. The gathering was the first of several events planned for seniors this year. Lydia Bass was in the stands.
Seniors rose early last Friday to celebrate the new school year with friends.
They could have put more effort into it because I showed up and I sat at the bleachers. Unfortunately, the clouds were in the way, so there was no sunrise, but it was still fun. I like the idea of it, to gather all the seniors around.
I do think that it was a success. We had about 100 people come out, and that's a third of our class. So that was more than we were expecting, and even though it was overcast and wasn't the most beautiful sunrise, we still had a lot of participation.
Clouds in the air, but just the people out there in general, it made everything a lot more fun and a lot more energetic and enthusiastic.
Although the weather was cloudy, students had varying opinions on senior sunrise.
For next sunrise, I think that we should try to keep track of the weather. I know you can't really control that, and just try to get more enthusiasm around it. I know that it's early, but after that we all went out to breakfast, and it was just a good bonding moment for our class.
Try to get it out there more, because I know a lot of people probably found out a few days beforehand, in which made people get less prepared for it. So I think if we have sunrise at the beginning of the year, sunset end of the year, tell people, especially seniors out, it'll make everything a lot more better.
Senior events allow students to get to know their classmates and celebrate their final year of high school.
It's important because, it's your final year together with your friends before we all split into different colleges. It's best for all of us to get that last bit of fun in there before we all split up. And it's just the joy of all of it all.
I'm super excited for more senior events. We were gonna do a senior lake day, but we couldn't plan it in the start of school because there's so much hecticness going on, but we're hoping to do that in the springtime.
Really, it's your last year, so having all the seniors gather around for the last year, just out of school, but having fun, that's all that matters really.
This has been Lydia Bass with your Silver Screen Report.
Today marks the addition of a new chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the release of the long-anticipated movie Venom. Here's Mason Barr with the review.
Venom stars the biggest villain of the Spider-Man franchise to screens today with his own solo movie. This will be the second time Venom has appeared in live-action films since Spider-Man 3, which received mixed reviews by critics. Venom stars the award-winning actor Tom Hardy, playing as the journalist Eddie Brock, whose goal is to take down the founder of the Life Foundation, Carlton Drake, who is being played by actor Riz Ahmed. Eddie's grudge against Drake comes from Drake's performing unethical experiments against innocent people. While Eddie is investigating an experiment run by Drake, his body merges with a symbiote known as Venom, who has a twisted way of thinking. Venom being an alien from space also gives Eddie super strength and the ability for Venom to take control of Eddie at any point, creating an interesting dynamic between Venom and Eddie. Tom Hardy has said he is sure the Venom film stands out from the superhero-heavy age of films because it straddles the line between the concept of good and evil. Venom, anticipated by critics and fans alike, opens at both Columbian and Grand and AMC Harbison today. This has been Mason Barr with your Silver Screen Report.
Our varsity football team shows no sign of stopping with last week's win against Chapin. Here's Allie Sessions with an update on the season.
Thanks, guys. Last week's homecoming football game against Chapin resulted in a blowout for Dutch Fork, 70-7. Chapin and Dutch Fork had not met on the varsity field since 2011, a game which we also won, 35-0. During the halftime homecoming court, JROTC's Kendall Robinson and Jason Hall were crowned homecoming queen and king. This game makes no change to our undefeated title for the season thus far. Our current winning average score is 64, with 320 points for and only 42 points against for the season. Dutch Fork has 3 more games against River Bluff, Lexington, and White Knoll before playoffs. This has been Allie Sessions with your Silver Screen Sports Report.
And now for some announcements. Monday through Thursday, students must be in a supervised location during your Fox Focus time. This includes any of the designated and tutoring labs or teacher classrooms with a yellow or green sign on the door. Students are not allowed to congregate in the halls or stairwells. Students found out of area will be issued in 3-hour after-school detention. The core students are selling cookie dough, tumblers, and NCAA fan flags. See core students or Amanda Rush in room 403 to purchase orders. Orders can also be placed online at bit.ly/dforkhschorus. Key Club is selling World's Finest chocolate bars for $1 each. Stop by room 219 to purchase yours. Now here's Will with more.
Thanks, Darren. Next Saturday, October 13th, the Dazzlers will host a yard sale and a bake sale in the Dutch Fork Middle School parking lot from 7 until 11 a.m. Because of the PSAT testing, there will be no delay openings next Wednesday. Sophomores and juniors who paid to take the test should consult the rosters posted outside the school counseling office and find out where they'll be testing. Earlier this week, the district announced 3 makeup days from the time missed from Hurricane Florence. Monday will be the first makeup day, and it will be an A-Day. The other 2 days will be March the 29th, also an A-Day, and April 27th, a B-Day. Thanks for watching. We won't have a show next Friday, but we'll see you again on October 19th.